Hi guys, Keith Arkberg Farms. It is now third week of January, and we finally got some winter weather out here, which is nice. Kind of keeps me out of the field, gets me to go and actually focus on doing other stuff, getting bookwork straightened out from last season, and getting other things set up for this next season. But today we're going to go into the pack shed because it is so cold, windy, and snowy out here, and work on a project that I've been wanting to work on for quite some time. So let me show you. Also, as a reminder, every third Thursday of the month, we do a live Q&A to answer all your questions and talk about what's going on the farm. That's the third Thursday every month at 5 p.m. Central Time. Also, don't forget to go over to arkenbergfarms.com, scroll down the bottom, digital tools and training. Got a bunch of cool spreadsheets down there. Then finally, we are booking Mother Earth News Fairs this year. I'm going to be at all 4 of them. We're going to be doing Texas, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Lawrence, Kansas. While I'm there, I'm going to be setting up some consult times to set up an hour to go over whatever you'd like to discuss on your farm. I will be getting ready to start booking those. They'll be on the website as well. So hope to see you all there and help everybody out as much as possible. So here's the issue I was talking about. It's literally all of the stuff that comes with running a farm or market garden or a business for any kind for that matter. You just get stuff, and more stuff. And most of this is actually really, really needed. Originally, it was all back here in this corner, which I've started to get it more reorganized back here. I'm kind of turning this into an office area with a background and my wall of mentions and all that fun stuff. And kind of get things more organized. I'm still in the rebuilding or actually finishing process on this area because I've never really gotten this finished. We got this built at the end of 2020 and it stayed in production up until right now, actually. It's finally slowed down quite a bit this winter, so it's giving me time to actually work on this. But the biggest problem is when you've got all this stuff and it's on pallets on the floor, I can't clean underneath that. So what my solution is I'm starting to put everything on wheels, like the heaters on wheels. I actually bought these little, I think they're called furniture dollies, which they're nice, but they cost too much, to be honest with you, and the number of them I need. So what I'm going to do is show you how to build some very simple ones out of some very simple material and get the exact same end as that. So let me show you. So this is a kind of cart we're going to be building. Dolly, what have you. Pretty simple. It is 4 wheels. And it is 1x4 slat, which I found a 1x3 slat that works great instead of it. Pretty heavy duty casters. Mine are not going to be as heavy. These go for about $10 to $12. So my solution is this. Just about the same size. A little bit different configuration. I've got the long pieces on top here. And I've got these little caster wheels. They're almost like skateboard wheels that I got glued and screwed together. It's pretty simple, but they're extremely effective for what I want to use them for. So for materials, went on Amazon, bought a bunch of these silly little wheels. They were about $1 a piece. I got 50 of them because I want to build a whole bunch of these things. Simple glue, wood glue, doesn't matter what brand you get. Some little short screws, 1 1/4 are best. I got some little pan heads. And then I got 1x3 strapping. This is strapping. It is smaller than an actual 1x4. This is what I originally bought for it. But I decided that was a little bit overkill. So instead, I got this, and it's already got the rounded edges. You want something semi-straight, doesn't have to be perfectly straight. So the dimensions of these are 12 this way by 18 this way. And since they're overlapping joints here, all you have to do is cut pieces at 18 inches and 12 inches. Now I find it easiest to get a bundle of boards, which I've got 4 here, and then I have a clamp down at the end to keep them all together. I'm going to mark the top board, and then we're going to cut through all of these in one swipe. So right now we'll just go through and mark. We got 12 inches, and we leave enough for the blade, which is usually an 1/8 to a 16th. And we come over 24, go 24 and an 1/8 to a 1/4, which leaves that blade there. We'll do the same thing with the 18s, and then we'll draw a square line across as a square and get ready to cut these. Now I use a second clamp to line up all my boards here, because there'll be some warps in the boards and they won't exactly line up here at this end all the way down. And then I make a cut. Then I discover that my blade's not big enough to cut through all 4 at once. I can only get 3. But either way, that still leaves a mark on it. Now I'm going to move my clamp down. Make sure that these are all lined up where the cut is. And continue cutting this all the way down. By the time I'm done just with these 4 cuts here, I will have enough for 2 full carts. So here is the cutting pattern. We do 2 12s, and then we do 2 18s, and then with what we have left, we can get another 12 and an 18, and then have a little bit of drop at the end. So with our 4 8-foot pieces of strapping, we have enough material to make 6 of these roller carts, which means you need to order 24 wheels. That is why I ordered 50 wheels when I made my order, because I want as many of these things as possible. So assembly is very straightforward and easy. I line up one of my long pieces on my square, making sure to put the good face down, which will be up once we flip it. Put my other piece over, then use my shorter stretchers, line up in between. Do the same thing over here. Good side facing up. I'll line it up with the outsides because we're making it basically square, but all the numbers are the same, so it really shouldn't matter. And then from there, we get our glue and apply just a little bit where they overlap. We don't need a lot, we just need enough to make good contact, because we're screwing it, but we're also trying to get it to stay together with the glue as well. Now I have found out for these wheels, I just eyeball it in the center here. It doesn't really matter. But what you want to do is you want to pre-drill. The reason we are pre-drilling is because this material is so thin and we're screwing so close to the outside edge that you have a really good chance of splitting, which I've actually had happen even after I pre-drill. So we'll just sink some screws, go around, do all 4. We got to turn the wheel as we go while we are drilling, because otherwise the wheel gets in the way of the drill. Good tip is to do this on the ground like I am, so I can put my foot on it and I'm actually holding everything in place instead of using clamps. I find it much easier. People like to get on me all the time because I'm always working on my knees. But I got everything right here. It's secure. It's away from my body. I don't have to worry about anything coming back at me. And I grew up doing construction, so it's just kind of what I do. Now next I'm going to line up this side, put another wheel on, and repeat, and we'll do all 4 corners. And there we go. One roller cart ready to move anything around your building. So I do realize these things need to be painted before they really go into action, because it's supposed to be a durable, cleanable material. Raw wood's not. blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get to that today, but this is why you do this. I cannot stress and tell you how incredibly important and time-saving and back-saving it is to have everything possible in your pack building and post-harvest building on wheels. I've got that cart there. This table's on wheels. This table underneath here, that cart's on wheels. All of my roller racks, which are back here, are on wheels, which I've actually backed the back of them now, so you can't see them from the main area, which is a great tip there as well. Then I can store all my totes back in the corner on wheels, and I can just bring them out to the other side when I need them. Also makes it easy to clean. I cannot stress that enough as well. Right now, this place is a disaster because all of this was actually back in this corner area along the wall, and it just looked cluttered and horrible. Now I'm finally starting to get sorted back through and get what is supposed to be in here and not supposed to be in here. So all this stuff's going to go on wheels. Then all this extra stuff, top of the walk-in. Let me show you what it looked like before. And this is what it looks like now. Got the walls here hiding everything behind there. Office set up. And all that junk up there is hidden. This panel right here, from here to here, is actually removable. I just have it hanging on a 2x4 across. And I got some magnets behind it to hold it to the walk-in. I still need to do a little work on the corners, I know. But you can't see it. This is what this place is going to look like when I'm done. Is there's going to be basically a wall and an office, and I'm even going to have a board on the back of my desk here so you can't see all the junk on the office desk. And then behind me here, the wash pack area will stay the same. I'm debating on whether putting the brooms and stuff over here on this wall or not, because once I drill into my FRP panels, you can't ever fix that hole. All of this will be gone. The only thing out here, including this pile back here, is I will have what totes we need out here on rollers. So I'll only have one stack. I have multiple stacks of all these different kinds of totes, but I don't need them all out here. I only need one here and there. So I can't stress again how important it is to have the wheel in your post-harvest building. Bending, picking up, all that stuff can be eliminated, no problem. Might even consider it in my walk-in. The biggest problem with my walk-in is I have a floor, so it's 4 inches above the ground, so I really can't wheel in and out of it very efficiently. That's something I can figure out later. But that's really what I'm working on right now. Just a reminder, I do have the membership page open. I'm working on what the perks are right now. It looks like main level is just membership level. Fairly inexpensive. Basically a great way to support the farm, to support what I'm doing here on YouTube and the videos I'm creating, and the valuable content that I think everybody is getting very much use out of. Then the next level up will give you access to all of my digital tools and training down there on the website, argenbergfarms.com. You scroll down to the bottom. We got a bunch of tools training down there. I'm going to start adding more and more. I'm going to put some presentations and other things down there that I've been working on. And then the final level will give you each month a half-hour in-person one-on-one consultation with me about anything on your farm that I can help you with. We'll be doing that through Zoom is what my goal is. I might use another platform. I'm not 100% meshed out on that. But I mean, you could just subscribe for that for a couple months, have a couple meetings with me, really focus in and nail the problems that you're having on the farm, and then just cancel it and move down to one of the lower levels, or just keep supporting me because all the money you'll be making. Either way, hope you all like what you saw today. Thought it was useful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day. Now I need a cart for all of my carts.